Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, FPL Consult here, and today we're going to take a look at my Game Week 31 transfer plan. So I'm going to share with you guys the -4 that I'm actually eyeing up for my team to improve it for Game Week 31. So if you guys do enjoy this one, please give it a like and also subscribe as well if you are new around here. So it is worth noting that I'm recording this before the Arsenal and Liverpool game. So there is one more game to go, but I am currently in the top 100k in the world, right? So we've got there. That was the aim from the start of the season, to get into the top 100k. So now that we are here, I'm actually 87k in the world right now. So I think we can try to make a push for the top 50k, and hopefully my transfers in Game Week 31 and also my free hit in 32 that I have planned, if I nail that free hit in Game Week 32, I think we can make a push for that top 50k. So let's try to continue pushing. So at this point in time, this is how my team looks like, and loads of flags, right? And I'm sure these players are players that you guys have as well, right? Marcus Rashford, who is yellow flagged, picked up an injury in the Manchester United match yesterday, and then Luke Shaw, who's red flagged and on my bench right now. There are also some other problem players that I have in my team, like James Maddison, who I got in Game Week 26 when I wildcarded, right? But since then, up till now in Game Week 30, he has only got me 1 assist, right? So that's also another problem that I have to address. And Leicester just don't look that good at all at this point in time. So without making transfers, this is how my team looks like, right? I have 1 free transfer for Game Week 31, and without transfers, I can line up with this 3-4-3, right? But obviously, I intend to make a couple of transfers. But let's talk about the keepers first. So I think Kepa would likely go on the bench because he plays Brighton at home. So I'll probably start Raya against Wolves away, just simply because he has the better fixture. In defense, there's Trippier, Estupiñán and Botman for now. Ideally, Luke Shaw was supposed to come in for Estupiñán at this point in time, in Game Week 31, right? Because Luke Shaw has Nottingham Forest away. So we would favour Manchester United keep a clean sheet there, and that's kind of why we brought Luke Shaw in as well, because he has a good Game Week 30 and Game Week 31 fixture before Manchester United blank in Game Week 32. So it is a little bit of a bummer that Luke Shaw is ruled out. We will wait for the pressers, and if Luke Shaw is fit, I'll just simply sub him in for Estupiñán. I probably would still go for that Newcastle double up, even though they both play Aston Villa away. Aston Villa have been doing pretty well, right, especially in an attacking sense. But I just think that my other defender, Zuma, I don't think I would sub him in because he plays Arsenal at home. But that being said, he has been an absolute differential for me. In Game Week 29, he scored 12 points. In Game Week 30, he scored 6 points. So if he's done enough, right, and I'll leave him on the bench for Game Week 31. Right, so very simply, I'll sub Luke Shaw in for Estupiñán if Luke Shaw is fit. Right, so in my midfield, that's kind of where the problems come in. I'm playing double Brighton against Chelsea, right? So I know Chelsea aren't doing that well, right? Lampard just had his first game this week, and we've lost 1-0 to Wolves, right? So already off to a bad start. But I think 2 midfielders from Brighton playing against Chelsea. Yes, Brighton midfielders have been doing really well, but I don't really like the look of that. I think I would only want to play 1 Brighton midfielder in this Chelsea game, right? So I'm looking to bench one of them, and I'll probably make a swap for either Maddison, who's on the bench right now. I'll probably make a swap for him, and that's probably where my transfer is going to come in, so that I can start that player and then bench either one of March or Mitoma, right? And then there's Saka, who plays West Ham away. I think it's perfectly fine to keep him. Marcus Rashford, yellow flagged. Based on what Ten Hag says, we'll take a look at how serious his injury is. If not, I think I will have to remove him as well, right? And then up front, Ollie Watkins, Harry Kane, Erling Haaland. Probably not going to transfer any of them out. They've all returned in Game Week 30. So hopefully they can keep this up for Game Week 31. So now let's take a look at some of my transfer plans for Game Week 31. Take a look at some players that I can replace and see how the team looks like thereafter. So this is my team on the FPL.team transfer planner, 2.1 in the bank and 1 free transfer. Let's take a look at how I intend to use it. So initially, before the Rashford injury, the plan was always to do James Maddison and replace him with Bruno Fernandes. So this was already the planned transfer, and bringing him in, I'll probably go for, let's say, March on the bench, right? So this would be how the team looks like in Game Week 31, right? This was part of the plan. But now that Rashford is injured, I think I will still go for Bruno Fernandes. I think Eriksen coming back pushes Bruno Fernandes further up front, and on top of that, Casemiro also returns as well. Right, so that would definitely give Bruno Fernandes a more attacking role, and Rashford being out simply just means that the goals would have to come from Bruno Fernandes, or at least they would need him in a more attacking position. So I still think like bringing Bruno Fernandes in will be a decent move for game week 31, especially since they have Nottingham Forest as well. So the plan is still to do James Maddison to Bruno Fernandes. But if Rashford is out for long, right, let's say he's out till May, right, which would mean that he misses the double game week 34, right? I mean, anything could happen, right, depending on the severity of his injury. But let's say that happens. I think Rashford out, right, for a -4 to bring Grealish in is definitely a move that I'm considering, especially since Man City is also a team that we would be targeting, right, for that double in game week 34 and also that double in game week 37 for them, right? So this -4 taken now, I think will give more time for it to repay, and on top of that, I can just very easily bring Rashford in by selling Saka moving forward if I need to, right? Because I could potentially sell Saka in game week 33 if I need to, right? So this is how it's looking like if I take a -4, right? So Grealish would be in the team, Bruno Fernandes as well. I've dropped Solly March to the bench, and Luke Shaw, of course, as I mentioned just now, if he's fit, I'll just sub him in for Estupinian. If not, he stays on the bench, and my team would probably look something like this if I take that -4. So Raya in goal, double Newcastle defense, Estupinian at the back. In the midfield is Grealish, Fernandes, Mitoma, and Saka. This looks like a really strong midfield. Up front is all the strong attackers as well who have been returning. Ollie Watkins, Erling Haaland, captain, and also Harry Kane against Bournemouth. So essentially this is how it's looking like. And in game week 32, I intend to free hit, right? So we'll talk about free hitting or the draft that I have for free hitting in game week 32, right? But for now, at least in game week 31, this is the plan that I have, right? So assuming Rashford is fine, right, I could very simply just undo the move and basically have Rashford back in. Let's say he's out for maybe a week or two, right? And let's say he will be back for the game week 34 double game week. Then I think I won't sell him, and maybe I will just have to play Solly March, right? Maybe I will just have to play this double Brighton midfield against Chelsea. Not ideal, but I think it's something that I'll be okay with, right? And I still make that James Maddison to Bruno Fernandes move just for that one free transfer. So it really depends on how severe Marcus Rashford's injury is. We'll take a look when the press conference or also the scan results come out, right? But for now, this is what I'm eyeing up. Let me know what you guys are doing with your teams and how you got on for game week 30 as well. Now, drop them in the comments below, and also some of your transfer dilemmas and injury problems for game week 31. We'll take a look and see if I can help you guys there. But for now, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like and also subscribe as well if you are new around here, and I'll catch you guys in more game week 31 content very soon. Bye bye.